The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch. Right there.
To throw is gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
And I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Go!
Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Hey, 58 is the mark. Go, 58 is the mark. Hey, pick your game up. 58, right up.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Hey, alert.
Check. Crunch.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Penny. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. That's caught out right by Jennings. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And just like that, it's third down.
What? 215.
Oh, you got
Alert.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
180.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here?
Mike, 56 right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff, he's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guy.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Corey Littleton bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
6 man.
Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield, The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Like 20.
Goff now looks to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
First down.
Like 20.
54 months. All day, baby. All day.
Hey, Alpha.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. He's coming.
They'll run again with Jackson. And able to work his way down to the 16. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Wilson, and it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Wilson to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, there to knock that away. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.